Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Wasteland 2. I'm your host, Lord Fenton. In today's Don't Panic series, we're going to touch up on Wasteland 2. So you're in the desert of Arizona with nuclear waste surrounding you. You're about to face a Scorpitron. It's about to kill you. What should I do? How am I going to survive? Well, don't panic. Help is on the way. With this video guide, I'm going to show you how suggestions on making a character, how to survive in combat, and also surviving out in the world. As always, like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more guides like this. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so you update my content and more. So I'm going to go into the first section of this video guide, which is character creation, which does include squad creation. The very first tip I'm about to get you is about squad selection. There's two options, the default one or create your own. Let me give everybody sound advice. Create your own. Take control. That's the very first thing you want to do in this game. Otherwise, yeah, the default party might not be your flavor. So first thing you want to do is create custom kit ranger. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Now, good news about this part here is some of it's optional, really optional. There's a few male and female options only in the game, but it really won't hurt you at all. You can have an all-female party or all-male party or a nice mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and skip to the next section, which is the stats and of course skills. Welcome to Wasteland 2's customization screen for your own custom ranger. There are two parts. The first part we're going to touch over is classic, which is coordination, luck, awareness, strength, speed, intelligence, and charisma. Well, why does that sound similar to the Fallout series special skill? Well, guess what? The developers created this game along with the original people in Fallout 1 and 2 a long time ago. In fact, Fallout 1 was supposed to be called Wasteland 2. Instead, it was called Fallout in the 90s. It's a little tip from me. So we're going to go over the attributes right now. Now, coordination, what it does is it's a deft touch. Your ranger has fine motor skills. That means they get more action points and range chance to hit. I'm going to be honest, this is really nice for ranged characters. So if you're using AR weapon, this is really good for them to have. So if they special in ranged weapons, go ahead and just give them that, which is really nice. So after I am done doing that, the next one's luck. Now the next one is luck. This gives you critical chance, evasion, chance to get additional con per level, also bonus action points per turn. I'm going to be very honest with luck. I felt like it was more of a dump stat more than anything else. So if you're going to go ahead and invest points in the luck, I'd probably say at least one. Now coordination, I did 4. Now next one is awareness. Now the awareness stat, it does is gives you combat initiative, chance to evade, also visual range. This is great for leaders and also anybody with outdoor man skill or outdoor men skill, which is really nice. I'd probably say either 4 to 6, you want to bump that up. So what I'm going to do is leave that there for a few moments for people to look at before I do go to strength, which is going to be the next one on the list. Let's go ahead and talk about the strength stat. It gives you melee critical hit damage, bonus, max carry weight. That means you get to carry more things, max con per level. That is your hit points in the game by weight, which is con. So instead HP is con, bonus starting con, higher strength, more con you get, action points 2, and base melee damage. This is great for frontline fighters who want to use a melee weapon such as blunted or bladed weapons. This is a real nice setup for them. I probably would say 4 to 6. Now, next up is speed, combat initiative, which means you get to go first more often, higher number of speed you have. Evasion, also action points too. Here's my advice. Put that to 4 for everybody or above. 4 is a sweet spot, is really nice. This way you get more initiatives. This way you attack first. You always want to attack first in these type of games, which is really good. So after I give this a few more seconds, I'm going to talk about intelligence. Now, next up on the list is intelligence. It gives you skill points per level, some action skills too. I'm going to be honest, this is really nice for characters you want to create. If you want to have more skills on the list, for example, if you want 5 or 4 at least, that's really good. I probably would say 10 is a great spot for that, while everybody else is a nice 4 at least. So that's intelligence, basically more skill points per level, which is really nice if you want to go that department. Last but not least is charisma. Let's go ahead and talk about charisma. More points in charisma, more people around you influence you, etc. Well, guess what? I'm going to be honest. The 3 talking skills I'm going to talk about is much more better than Vest. Charisma is a dump stat. So here's my final advice. Coordination, awareness, I'll probably say speed. At least put the 4 to 6. If you're going to be using more skills, intelligence to 8 to 10. If you're a frontline fighter, I probably would say 8 to 10. Other than that, that's my advice on the classic. Let's go to the next section. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the combat skills in this portion of the video. I'm going to be honest about it. You at least want to add a maximum 1 to 2 per character. 1's good enough. And 2 is fine if you're going to be using melee weapons and, of course, ranged weapons. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the first ranged weapon, assault rifles, aka the AR skill. This does have good damage, moderate armor penetration. That's good against robots. Long range. Has multiple firing modes. I tried them out. They're really nice. Can use precision strike. That is the positives. And that's a very good thing. So I'm going to talk about next is costs moderate to high AP to attack. Chance to hit is reduced at short range. That's a bad thing. And uses very expensive ammo. So yeah, this will make you blow through scraps. That's the currency in the game is scraps, aka money. So if you're going to go with that, that's fine. I'm going to be honest, this is a very good one. This outweighs the bad. There's so many goods that outweighs that. Now, next one will be bladed weapons. So let me go ahead and speak about that. Now, bladed weapons, high critical chance, uses no ammo and can use precision strikes, which is real nice. Now, you have to be up close and personal, no critical damage, low armor penetration. This is very good. I would suggest one of your characters have this on hand as a melee person, which is really nice in case you run out of ammunition or using those AR weapons. I have a character with AR rifles and, of course, bladed on one, and another one was AR rifles and blunted. So this is a good option here is bladed weapons. So I'm going to give a few moments to look at that for going to the next one. Now, next up on the list is blunted weapons. High damage, good armor penetration, uses no ammo, which is really nice. Can use precision strikes. Again, no ammo is really good too if you're going through those expensive ammunitions or you can't find any. Now, the downside is high AP to cost, low chance of critical hits, and of course you need to be in melee range. Just like the bladed weapons, this is a great option. I probably would even say put this on someone with brute force, and then if they have a ranged weapon such as AR, well, guess what? This is a nice combination. So yeah, that's it. So let's talk about brawling next. Now, brawling has high chance to a critical hit. Uses no ammo, which is real nice. Low AP cost to attack. Can use precision strikes. All right, downside, low damage, melee range only, and of course gets mistaken for a cage fighter. And I'm going to be honest, if you're going to be using this, I would probably say don't. But if one of the other characters you do find out world does have that, well, just think about the character's other skills. Brawling isn't that great. So let's talk about the next one, energy weapons, high damage to conductive armor. Yeah, robots. Cannot jam, which is really good. Can use precision strikes, which is really nice. Now, the weakness is low damage against enemies with normal armor. Cannot inflict critical hits. These things are very rare. I'm going to be honest. Unlike Wasteland 1 where energy weapons was so OP this game, yeah, it's a disappointment. I'll probably say, like I say before, if any other characters you do find has energy weapons, yeah, go ahead and use them for their other skills. It's like a waste, really. So all I'm going to do is leave this for a few more seconds before I'm going to talk about the next one, handguns. Now, handguns has high crit chance, which is really nice. Low AP cost to attack, which is even nice. Ammo is cheap, and there's plenty of it. That is very good for your budget. No short range penalties, that's good. Can use precision strikes. Now, here is the thing. Low armor penetration, low damage, and it is not a great long range weapon. So here's my advice on it. If you get it for your characters, fine. Just think about the other skills that you want to invest in that. If one of the companions you do recruit has it, that's fine too. So the next one's heavy weapons. High damage, great armor penetration, has a very large clip size. Now here's the downside. AP cost is high to attack, so it's going to cost you a lot just to attack. Slows your movement down. That's really bad. Cannot use precision strikes. This one, I haven't seen much heavy weapons. I'd probably say avoid it unless you get a character you find out in the world into your ranger group. Well, use that character for its other attributes, not heavy weapons. The next one is shotguns. Can hit multiple targets at once. Moderate AP cost to attack. And this one tends to sometimes break cover too, which is really nice if you invest more points into it. Short range, that's the downside. Low armor penetration. Cannot use precision strikes. This is a great weapon to use. It's a nice alternative to AR rifles. You have to get in close. That's the downside. But upside is, yeah, that bunker buster, I call it. Someone's in cover. You break it from cover, and that's it. One of the characters in the game you do find has a shotgun, which is really neat. One thing the game does forget to mention is that ammunition cost is like in the middle of the road. So some of it might break the bank, some of it might not, which is really nice. So I'm going to say is next up will be sniper rifles. So let me go ahead and give everybody a few more seconds to look at that. There you go. Now, sniper rifles, very long range, really good high armor penetration, high damage, can use precision strikes. Now, bad news is it uses high AP for cost, very expensive ammo, and of course, there's some other factors too are bad. This one's a good alternative for one of your characters to have for long range. I'd probably say someone who's specialized in weaponsmith or mech repair, etc. Yeah. You put them with that sniper rifle, it's pretty nice. Sometimes you get headshots, kill an enemy instantly, which is really good. This is like a good alternative. So I'd probably say have one sniper on your team at least. Now next up is SMGs, submachine guns, burst fire. This is really nice, high chance to hit at close range, nice. Ammo is very cheap and plentiful. And the negatives is low armor penetration. Yeah, don't try against some robots. Of course, short range, that's the thing, and cannot use precision strikes. Now, here's the thing. It's a very nice close range weapons. It kind of rivals with the shotgun. I have one of my characters, leader in one of my playthroughs of Wasteland 2 on the PlayStation 4 having this, and they did some nice damage to it. It was really fun. So, here's my advice about the combat skills. I'll probably say 2 of your characters with assault rifles, 1 character at least one bladed, 1 blunt. Shotgun if you want to on a character, sniper rifle and a submachine gun. Everything else is up to your discretion. Let's go to the next section. Now for the next section is knowledge skills. There's a few key ones. Other than that, either pick one or hope for the NPCs you do find has some great knowledge skills. So I'm going to go over each and every one of them and give my thoughts on it. And if you should take it on your squad or look for companions out there. Now alarm disarming, this is what it does. It disables alarms. In other words, if there's an alarm in the game, enemies can hear it, they'll buzz you, or certain turrets will come to life and shoot you. This is a good skill to get rid of those. Good early on, mid-game. I advise looking for a companion that has that overall wasting a skill slot or skill points for it. So yeah, it's good for companion-wise. So I'm going to leave it for a few seconds. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the next one on the list, which is computer science. Now, computer science is like hacking. You could hack into computers for information or open certain things up because of a computer. Also, you get to hack robots and have them to fight on your side. Same thing with synthetics. This is great for a companion, not as a ranger, but if you want to do a computer science ranger, that is fine. Then you just got to look for a hole to fill. There is a companion out there that does computer science. So yeah, look for that. So I'm going to go ahead and give a few more seconds. Then I'm going to do the next one on the list. I felt that's very good. And that one is demolitions. Now demolitions, you disable bombs. Also no different variety of explosives. This is a very good skill. There are certain points in the game you're going to need to use your demolition skills on. It's really well worth it. Now, next one, field medic. They heal you, also cure you certain conditions. Do not leave the party creation screen without one. Make a ranger a medic. This is important. This is just like Wasteland 1. You need a medic. Except for field medic doesn't revive you, but still, healing you is very nice. That field medic could heal someone that's hurt. That's very valuable in this game. You tend to get hurt in combat from time to time. So yeah, again, do not leave home without one. Now, next one's lockpicking. This one's actually a really decent one. You could unlock stuff such as doors, trunks, and etc. This is good for a party member you're going to find later on, or someone with lockpicking, so this way you don't have to waste a skill point. And there's some good things with that too. So yeah, look for someone with lockpicking instead of wasting a skill point. Still, if you're going to waste a skill point, then yeah, like I said before, fill the holes. Now, mechanical repair. This will repair small appliances, engines, and other stuff. I'd probably say definitely have one ranger as a mechanical repair person. I did that so this way I could look for other party members around the Wasteland universe who has other stuff. Now, safe cracking, basically you're going to get into saves. Yeah, anything with a tumbler, you could get into it. There are some good safes in the game you could break into. I advise looking for someone who's a safe cracker. In fact, there's a good companion in the game. When you find them, is actually a safe cracker. Very useful too, mind ya. So next one is surgeon. This heals conditions, also revives people in the field. If you have enough skill points, go ahead and put some points in the surgeon. It's really useful. There is a companion that is a surgeon. Look for that companion ASAP. I'm not spoiling who because, yeah, I want you all to enjoy the story. Still, it's one of the useful skills. Definitely go for a surgeon. Really useful. Last but not least is toaster repair. You see any toasters, you repair them for items. I'm going to be honest, toasters are rare in this game. Only look for someone with toaster repair. Use it for a few instances. That's about it, really. And that's about it for the knowledge skills. So here's my final advice in the knowledge skill department. Field medic, yeah, really useful. Demolition is really useful. If you want to, surgeon also. Mechanical repair, I'll probably say, yeah, put that in a ranger. If not one of the other ones, then you just got to go out there with someone with mechanical repair, etc. So that's my tips about the knowledge skill section. So we're going to go into the general skill section, the last part of the skill tree area. So let's go ahead and do it. Now I'm in the general skill section. This is where the other skills are at. Most of them are really great to alright. There's about one or two ones that are like, eh. Still, I'm going to go over them. I am not going to go over the one you find in the story. That's on your own. Ammo Whisperer. This one charms animals or gets animals to go away. They're at the start of the game and a little bit in the middle. After that, yeah, it becomes useless. If you find someone like a companion that has it, that's fine. Again, use their other skill factors. And that's about it. So barterer, this one's alright if you want to save money. If you want to, yeah, look for a companion that has that or put in one of your own characters. Yeah, if you want to use barter for most of the game, that is good. Still, it's alright. It's one of those you just want to look in a companion, really. That's about it. Brute force breaks down walls, pushes or breaks anything. This is really good. Couple that with blunt due to the fact some of the perks that you gain from it is wonderful. So yeah, definitely you want brute force with someone with a blunt weapon. It makes things really powerful and interesting. It's also based off of strength too, so a high strength character will heavily benefit from that. Now hard ass, this intimidates people. This is one of the talking skills. That's why I say charisma 1, because the three talking skills are more useful than high charisma. This will get people intimidated to go with your ideals. This is really useful. I advise 2 of the 3 talking skills on your rangers, and then for the third one, look for someone with that. So that's it for hard ass. The next one will be kiss ass. Now, kiss ass is a skill that sweet talks people into doing things you want to do. This is one of the talking skills. 2 out of 3 you definitely want to take for your ranger. If someone's a hard ass, make one of the other ones a kiss ass. Pretty good talking skill. So next one's leadership. This will keep any NPCs in line. Be honest, very valuable. Your first character should have the leadership skill, 1 or 2 points. Otherwise, yeah, the NPCs will be useless, and that's not good at all. And that should do it for the leadership skill. The next one I am going to talk about is the outdoor man skill. So let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Let's go ahead and talk about outdoorsmen. This will find things in the land of the Wasteland too, such as oasis, water, or anything hidden. Also, it can also detect encounters and how to avoid them. This is a very great skill. Do not leave home without it. Create a ranger with that. I am serious. Definitely create a ranger because you want to get that to 7. Everything gets popped up on the map. Sorry for the excitement, but I have to do it. Now, perception is used to highlight objects of interest while you explore, which is very good. Examine objects. Find things that are hidden, such as bombs. This is very great. Now, you couple that with the demo skill, and yeah, you're basically a rogue in the game that finds traps and disarm them. This is great to do. Don't leave home without it. Now, smart as, cleverly manipulate people into doing whatever you want. Just like the other two, Heart and Kiss. Those are great skills. Those are wonderful skills to have. Make 2 of your characters with the 2 out of 3 and then look for someone with that. I believe someone has a smart ass skill with that, which is good. Now, weaponsmithing. This will modify weapons, also take them apart so you find mods with it. Let me give everybody advice. You definitely want to mod weapons in the game. Create a Wasteland character with it. Yeah, that ranger will be useful. That will be your modder. And that's really good. That's what you want in this game. So I'm going to give everybody my final advice for this section. You definitely want brute force on a character. The talking skills, the 2 out of 3 on that. Leadership skill, you definitely want. Outdoorsman, you want definitely. And perception. And weaponsmithing too. Those are my advice. So my final advice for this section is create your party as you tailor to your needs. Try not to repeat. Except for maybe on the AR weapons, you can repeat on that. Other than that, yeah, create what you need, then look for characters you need to fill in the holes. That's it for this portion of the video. Now, for the next section of the video is quirks. I'm going to be honest, if this is your first time playing, I would advise no quirks at all. Only do is to really challenge yourself because, yeah, some of the quirks are good. There's some good, there's some bad. I advise your first playthrough, 0 quirks at all. If you're going to go for quirks, just pick which one that is tailored to your needs or you want to challenge yourself. Yeah, quirks, just leave it alone for now on your first playthrough of Wasteland 2. Here's my final advice for your squad you're going to create. Now, for your classic skills, for example, intelligence, 4 to 5 skills are fine. Focus on the first 4. Then the 5th one, possibly 6th one. Now, anyone with less intelligence, focus on 3 exclusively. After that, go ahead and focus on a 4th one. If there's any holes, write down what you need and look for certain companions in the game that has that. Other than that, just figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. So before I do go on to the UI, I'm going to talk about the difficulty in the game and which 2 difficulties you should start out with at least. Let's go ahead and talk about the difficulty in the game. Rookie, that's really easy, no friendly fire. The other 3 difficulties does have it. I advise starting out at rookie or season mode. If you're doing season, yeah, watch out for friendly fire. If you want to challenge yourself, go for ranger. Second playthrough, supreme jerk all the way. So let's go ahead and talk about the UI and movement. Let's talk about moving around. It's very simple. Point click on the PC. Consoles use the controls. When you get an item to loot up, go ahead and click it on the PC. On the consoles, use a button. You can also store items. That's really simple. As for talking, it's really easy too. PC version, you just type certain phrases and then the characters will tell you what's up. Also, it opens up other dialogue trees. You can also select certain characters you can use to talk to, which is really nice. For example, if you have the kiss ass skill, you want to, woo that person. Yeah, use that and it could help you. I mean, the dialogue system's not hard. You just got to know which character has which skills so you can use it to your own benefit. So yeah, when you talk and don't panic, move around. It's really simple, really easy. Also, you can use certain skills. Like, for example, you're searching for something, go ahead and do it. Now, you select the character. It depends on what skills they have. You could use. It's really simple. The inventory system's really nice. It's really organized. So this way you know how to equip things, how to use things, and etc. You can also switch to primary and secondary weapons, which is really good too. Your character screen tells you character stats. Same thing with your skills, perks. When you have enough points in certain skills, you get that too. Really simple. Logbook's like your quest book. It tells you what's up, it tells you what's complete and what you need to do. It also probably tells you what's botched up too. As for leveling up, you have to radio it in. You have enough experience points. Go ahead and level that up. It'll tell you what's up. Now, be careful around certain things that are guarded. So, for example, you want to use the shovel on the graves. Don't do it. That's disrespectful. But if there's like loose rocks, go in your inventory, double click it on a PC or put a certain button on the consoles and then use it around the area. Very simple to do. The UI is clean, easy to use. And you should have no problem going through it. Also, mapping's there too. Just hit M on the PC or a button somewhere else, which is really simple. Now, very important, I'm going to tell everybody this tip. Make saves as humanly possible. Why is that? Well, this game sometimes either bugs up or there are certain choices. For example, you didn't like this one choice, you could revert a save before making that choice. So yeah, save often, save a whole bunch. So as my final advice about the UI and of course moving around, yeah, it's very easy and simple. Yeah, just take your time to learn it. Talk to people in the game, that's really helpful. Use shops to your need and save because you may never know. The world of Wasteland 2 is a dangerous place. I'm going to show you in a few moments why. So that's about it. And one more tip. There's water in every civilization, so that's good. So really quick, when you rail in, like I said, once again, you have enough experience points, you could do that. Also, you get some information too. So radio is really useful in the world. So let me explain about the map real quick. You have a water supply. Please do note that you need to look for oases or civilized area. If that water goes low, yeah, you start to take damage. Eventually, you'll all die. Another danger I will say in the game is radiation. You hear that tick, tick, tick? You're getting close to radiation. So, as soon as you see the radiation signs, do not cross it until you have a suit. Because if you do, yeah, you're going to die. There's also ambushes on the field too. So, you do need to be careful at times. This world is dangerous. Also, this world does have treasure. So, anybody with the outdoor man's skill will help you out immensely. It does. So what I'm going to do is go ahead for a while, explore, then I'm going to go into combat to show you the combat portion of this guide and how to actually survive combat. Let's do talk about combat. Now, if you are exploring the world, you get this message. You get a choice to attack and run. If you fail to run, enemies will jump you. Otherwise, you get away. But if you get into combat, first of all, let's talk about this. When you are in this area like this, for example, you attack an enemy, you get advantage. If they spot you, they get advantage. This is turn-based. Very important to know this. On the left is the character with the best initiative. It could be enemies, so if they have higher initiative, that means they'll go first. Otherwise, you go first. Now, you want to go into cover when you start out because if you are in the open, you take full damage. While cover, on the other hand, yeah, you take less of a damage. It works for enemies too. You're going to see why in this combat demonstration. So yeah, always go into cover. If you need to, switch weapons. That's very easy. Click on the weapon icon like I'm doing and switch it over. It might be on a different button on the consoles if I remember right. So know when to use range, or if you're out of bullets, melee. So yeah, that's what combat is all about. It's not that hard. Now the highlighted areas, that means you can move, and when it's less highlight, that means your AP points, that's the number of movements you could do in the combat section is out. So keep an eye on AP, that's very important everyone, really important. So when you actually hit the end turn, that's when another turn goes. So yeah, enemies can also get into cover too, like I said before. So yeah, just remember know when to attack. So I'm going to show you why I'm going to do this part of combat wrong. Now, when you go in the combat, and if you're attacking not from a side or something like that, or something like head on, yeah, you see the damage percentage. That means enemies will absorb it due to cover. There's also body parts you get to choose. Go for head shots or head blows, body parts. Now, because the enemy's in cover, my effectiveness is not much. So yeah, be careful when you're fighting, because if enemies are in cover, they can shoot from cover, and if you're not in cover, you take full damage. And yeah, you see, I just did it again. I'm just showing you why. Just reinforcing my words. So yeah, you see, because the enemy's in cover, I'm not attacking from a vantage point. Yeah, they take less damage, so be careful. Now, I'm going to show you what happens when I get the enemy at a disadvantage with my SMG. See, I'm at an advantage against the enemy because I shot from the side of the enemy. They didn't get cover at all. Instead, they died. So do remember, if you're in combat, know when your turn's going, plan ahead when you know when the enemies are up, and try to have 1-2 people on cover. Hopefully the enemy's distracted while you have 1-2 other people swarm them. That's about my advice about combat. So yeah, also do not be afraid to load your game up also if you die. Sometimes you want to save before you actually do battles too. So it'll help you out immensely. Now, because I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up, I'm going to move to the other side, and I'm going to bash this guy's head in, or I should say body. Yeah, always go for the body. And voila, combat's over. You get experience points. Remember, enough experience points, radio it in. So that should do it. If your characters are down due to fact con, get someone to revive them real quick with the surgeon skill, or if they're low on hit points, use the medic skill to heal them up with items. And looting's very easy. Just click on the buy. You can move it to other characters, or say loot all if you want to be lazy and organizing your inventory. And that should do it about for the combat section of the video. So I'm going to go for the final hints and tips part of this video, and here we go. So I'm going to give some final advice and tips for this game. Now, one final advice I'm going to give, very important. There's a certain character, her initials is AD. If you know who that character is, she's a temporary party member. I advise keeping her with you until certain parts you get certain companions. Look for companions that will actually you do need, like for example, you need someone with lock picking or safe cracking, or I'd probably say toaster repair. Yeah, go for that. Also, combat, like I said before, abuse cover. Have 1-2 people as a cover buster. So this way, enemies will die more often. Save often, save early, because you may never know. Go ahead and explore every option. Do many side missions as you can. They help you out, get you some nice experience points. Another tip from me is use your skills to your advantage, especially if you want to disarm something. That's a great way. Your talking skills are very useful in this game. It helps you out immensely. And stock up all the time, and definitely go ahead and resupply on water, because you're in the wastelands and you need water at every step. One more final tip I'm going to give everybody: have some fun with this game. This game is really fun and it's a blast to play. Well, this is it for my Don't Panic Wasteland 2 new player video guide. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please do subscribe to my channel for more content like this. If you do like what you see, check out my suggestions in the upper left hand corner, or YouTube suggestions in the bottom left hand corner. Have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe.